up and make it work. Yo, if I could do it, then why can't you? Get up and make it work. Ain't no way that I'm sitting around. It's now or never, I'm making it first. You can't tell me that I won't make it. Knew that I had this gift since birth.
Stay on. Just kidding, I'm not that old. What's up, guys? I'm Mike, and welcome back to another installment of Revolution Performance weekly vlogs and updates. Right now we're on episode 5. We are indeed in my X5 diesel, and we are headed to Rose Motorsport to drop it off for an alignment. A few weeks ago I did an alignment for our media guy Caden. He's got a silver E70 X5 aftermarket wheels. If everything goes well, maybe they won't even notice a different car. Maybe they won't charge me. So Elliot, if you're watching this, hopefully it's too late. Hopefully you can't charge me for it, but we're gonna find out what happens. So we're on the way. We're gonna drop this off. Again, it's always the surprises. I don't think Caden really grasped the idea of what I picked him up in last time. Piece of history, really, S-Class. But he's gonna pick me up in something, hopefully something good. We're gonna drop this thing off. We're gonna head out to the shop, and we're gonna go through some of the projects that are there. I think this week our aim is to capture some of the fabrication, some of the wiring, a little bit of an in-depth look, I guess you could say, at what we're doing with these cars. So let's drop this thing off. Let's see what Kane's got for us. And if all goes well, we might also have a little bit of tea for you guys. We have a customer, his name's, without getting too much into it, he was offered for sale a 1200 horsepower GTR. Now, to make the long story short, with his permission, we're going to give away some information. This 1200 horsepower GTR lacked a few very essential components to making 1200 horsepower. One of those was the built motor that's supposed to be in the car. That's not in it. The other one was the built transmission that's supposed to be in the car. That's not in it. And then, of course, another key ingredient of everything is the upgraded turbos, or are the upgraded turbos. Those are not in it either. So hopefully we'll give you guys an in-depth look depending on what K's with us, and I guess we're gonna go from there.
I'm starting to think my date set me up, because I was told to meet here 15 minutes ago, and they're not showing up. Look who it is.
Yep. Super roll bar. Now we're on the topic of Mike Wilson's Evo. It is finally getting wired up. It is about ready to get the max. I think at some point, a few months ago, Dylan said he was going to make everything work. I think he's still on track for that, but let's replay it just to make sure.
Get all the CAN bus messages to act like a normal car, so all the dash is going to work, all the buttons are going to work.
Nope. Pretty much live mic'd up at this point. We got that Aston Martin. Come on.
The next day.
Another day, midway through the week. Aston just left. Up next, we got an 07 911 turbo. Customer knows car's been modified. It's been in a wreck. We're gonna do a pre-purchase inspection for him, make sure that everything was fixed as advertised, and then we'll take it from there. But speaking of pre-purchase inspections, this thing should have gotten one. So, originally, purchased this vehicle, the 2009 Nissan GTR. It's got the Nismo conversion for the body kit, not for the rest of the stuff. And it was advertised to him as a 1200 wheel horsepower GTR. Originally silver, which does a lot of things with cars. He got the car wrapped. He knew the car didn't feel correct. He knew it felt slow. But he did wait a few months to bring it into us and do the inspection on it. Well, let me tell you what was advertised. The car's supposed to have a Sisio Performance built motor, Shep built transmission. It's supposed to have Sisio's turbos on it. It's supposed to have an intercooler. It's supposed to have a fuel system. Basically the entire recipe to make 1200 horsepower. Now, let's get into what the car doesn't have. It does not have the upgraded turbos. It has stock turbos, stock inlets, definitely not capable of making 1200 horsepower. It does not have the built transmission. It's on a stock transmission. That's definitely not making 1200 horsepower. And then even more importantly, it does not have the 3.8 liter billet crank Sisio built motor. Someone at some point took the motor out of this and it's now on a stock motor. All right, so before we dig into it on the lift, let's see what this car appears like. To the naked eye, it looks like a lot of performance work has been done to this. It still has the nameplate from the original builder. It still has the powder coated cover to match the nameplate from the original builder. And it still has the powder coated intake, powder coated valve covers. Definitely doesn't look like a stock motor that somebody would just do all of this stuff to. Also, it's got the intercooler kit on it. That's easy to see. It's got intakes on it, but if you read carefully through the seller's description, these are not titanium intakes. Now, here's where it gets a little weird. This is not the catch can that was supposed to be on the car. This is not what the system comes with. The intakes are supposed to be titanium and leading into 3.5-inch turbo inlets. They are very clearly not. If you take a look in here, they are stock turbo inlets. Also, not as easy to see, but if you take a peek all the way inside here, the wastegate actuators are also stock. Now, the car does still have a blow-off valve, upgraded coolant tank. Basically, anyone that would look at this car without knowing a lot about GTRs would look at it and say, wow, this thing's had a lot of work done. They wouldn't even question it. The problem is, whoever did this went to extreme lengths to make sure that whoever was going to purchase it next wouldn't know what they had, wouldn't know what they lost out on until it was time to actually take it to a shop that knows the GTRs, that knows what they're supposed to do, that has an in-house dyno, and they can measure the power that this car doesn't make.
There was nowhere good to mount the phone in here, so this is gonna move a lot, bear with me. Another cameraman cameo. Doesn't happen often, so enjoy it. Right now, I am in, you thought I was gonna name drop there, didn't you? I know better than that. I edit this shit. I'm in GTR. I'm going to shoot cinematics with it right now. Hands down though, out of every car I've drove, the GTR is one of my favorite platforms to drive. It's a very raw feeling driving these. Like, you feel very connected to the car, the transmission, the shifts, everything about it. I just love, like, you feel glued to the ground driving these, the way it hugs through corners. Hands down, one of my favorite cars. I love that.
Because I love it in here. I fucking love it!
Go! For the move! Move! Thank you. It looks like it's gonna rain.
And now here's Ollie Williams with the Blackie weather forecast. Ollie?
It's gonna rain!
Thanks, Ollie.
That's no good for me, but fuck it. Worst case, I shoot it in the rain. We get some really cinematic looking stuff. That's the art of being a videographer, is I just get to call stuff cinematic when it doesn't go my way. It's dark? Oh no, dude, it's cinematic. It's raining out. No, it makes it more cinematic. My settings are fucked up. No, I was going for a cinematic look. Easy cop out. I can't, as soon as I do this, Mike's gonna make fun of me. I'm gonna get clipped for that. As soon as I straight arm in a car, I'm getting clipped. It's gonna end up as a sticker in the group chat. I already know it.
So here's the deal. If you're gonna buy a car that's modified, that has a lot of work done to it, or at least is supposed to have a lot of work done to it, make sure you have a shop that you trust. Look at the car, inspect it. Even if they charge $100, $200, $300, $1,000, it's worth knowing what you're purchasing before being stuck with the purchase that isn't as advertised, not even close. So here's what we're gonna do. Fortunately for us, wants us to go through the car. He wants to make sure the car is good, and we're going to be modifying some things. Depending on what he tells us, we might disclose who it was, where it came from. We're gonna fix it for him, and we're gonna make sure that when it leaves here, it actually makes the horsepower it's supposed to. Now, this thing, I'll let Dylan dig in a little bit more about this and what we did to the car. It is a shit box. He knows it's a shit box, but it's a fast shit box. And then, of course, we have Dylan's car. Let's see if he got it done. Didn't he say last video? You guys will see in the next video, it'll be done. It's not done. It's not done. It's actually not done at all. Here's a feature for this week. Don't look at it for too long. Let him see it only in the feature. And then I think we're finally making some headway with this thing. Finally on the 85, boost control's working. The rest of the components are working. The rest of the components are fixed. Wiring's fixed. I'm hoping that he can finally drive his car end of this week. Maybe by the time the video's out. Still won't talk about this little guy. And then actually, what's up next on the chopping block is this little guy. But we'll get into that next video.
Volkswagen.
Oil change. Rotating tires. R-line. Slappy hand. Oh. Hello. Now, onto Nikita's 2020 Subaru STI. So we're going to start off in the motor area. Obviously, if you take a look, has a bunch of parent goodies on it. Blow-off valve, charge piping, couplers, has some shroud covers, these side covers. Overall, the car looks pretty cool. It's kind of rare that you see an STI done with a lime green, because most people try to stick with the red. But the car looks super cool. It is running a FP Black turbo, now on a Haltech ECU. We did go ahead, we got him new injectors because the previous shop that tried to build it for E85 did not put the right parts on it, and he didn't have enough fueling to go E85. So he brought it here. We are doing ID 1300 cc injectors, which should be good for about 500 wheels, so plenty for what he's making. As far as the pump goes, we have a Walbro 525 feeding up to the rails. This is a return style system with the air motive, fuel pressure regulator. And yeah, so it's on the dyno now. I am also full send calibrations. I'm also part of Revolution. Full send calibration is just my tuning company. So I've been working on this whenever I can throughout the day to try to get this thing dialed in. 93 is done. We're moving on to 85 right now, and it's got a full tank in it, so we're about to get to tuning again.
We're out in the Z, grabbing some logs, kind of see how much boost this thing will make out on the street.
Not enough, that time.
A little bit.
First day driving stick.
One eternity later.
So this week's feature car is Reza's 2016 Camaro SS. Going back, we're gonna go back to the time that Reza first brought this car to us. The car was originally pro-charged. He bought it stock, obviously, but a while back he had it pro-charged. The trans was stock, had a built motor with the cam in it, but nothing too crazy, just a pro charger. I think it made like 750. He then brought it to us after a shop that we're not gonna name absolutely butchered a turbo kit together for this car. There was lines touching, the welds weren't complete, like there was literally missing gaps in the weld. So when he brought it to us to get it tuned, and we told him about all the stuff that's wrong with it, he just said, all right, well, let's make a new turbo kit. So he paid us, we got everything stripped off, we got Schedule 10 exhaust manifolds made, hooked up these Pulsar 6262 turbos with TurboSmart gates and a TurboSmart, well, two TurboSmart blow-off valves. This thing does flow a lot of air, so it needs two. We kept the original intercooler that has been used for the Pro Charger setup. It's rated for over 1100 horsepower, so we had no issues there. Basically, from there, we got our friends over at Dyno Tune Motorsports in Columbus to come up here and tune the car in person. So this was on a stock ECU, had a bunch of wiring hanging out in the engine bay. It had a port injection controller. It was a micro squirt. We got that all working well, but the car just wouldn't act the same every time. So the micro squirt wasn't able to control fueling as well as it needed to, and neither was the stock ECU. So after him running it like that for about a year or so, he brought it back to us. We built his Auto 8-speed with Pure Drivetrain Solutions, and we did a max ECU conversion. So as you can see, where the ECU used to sit is no longer there. It's hidden in the fender, tucked out of sight, out of mind. It cleaned up this engine bay tenfold. After that, me and Pedro's Performance in South Carolina, we worked through step by step and got the entire CAN bus system working in this car with the max ECU, which was an incredible pain in the ass, but most of it works. There is still some weird glitches and stuff it does, but going back to the weird glitches, the trans is now a turbo 400 because to control the auto 8-speed, the max wouldn't support it, and the controller that we had supporting it, I believe, was the cause of the issue where 2 gears engaged at once while driving and may or may not have blown up his built auto 8-speed. We're not pointing any fingers. It's a built car, stuff happens. It is what it is. Reza was super nice about it. We got Vickers to build a TH400 for us with a billet converter with a 3,500 RPM stall, I believe. So now the car actually drives the way it should. It doesn't shift weird. There's so much less to do with the ECU and TCU. CAN bus messages were basically cut in half. So the car just works a lot better now. With the Turbo 400, going back to the rear end, it has a differential from a 2021 Camaro that has a little bit better of a LSD. Apparently the gears are stronger, so he's giving that a shot, and hopefully with the Turbo 400 being not as jerky, it should be able to handle all the power that this car puts down. Now, when it comes to putting the power down in the back, Mickey Thompson's on a 305 wide. In the front, just some Continental tires, they're just fronts. So onto the cosmetic side of the car, we have Forged Star wheels in the front and in the back. The backs being bead locks. These wheels were powder coated by Justin at Axis Custom Coatings in this really cool purple. Makes it stand out from the rest of the car, it being white. Up front, carbon fiber hood. In the back, carbon fiber trunk. Parachute for when Reza takes this thing out on the track. We do want it to be legal. Kill switch in the back as well. Not really a cosmetic part, but you do kind of need it for the track. The car looks pretty aggressive from the outside. I mean, there's not really saying this thing's a sleeper because, well, it's got 2 exhausts sticking out of the hood, carbon fiber parts, and a ginormous tire on it. So you can't really hide the fact that this car's fast, but it is fast, so why would you hide it? Onto the inside, we have Brom racing seats with some purple Brom harnesses, because continuing the purple. RPM roll bar that have the removable door bars and swing out. So when you're getting in and out of the car, it makes it a lot easier. Tinker dash on the inside, Motion Raceworks shifter, shroud, parachute release. So all in all, this car is pretty much ready for a drag event. It is ready for the streets. It is ready for Mexico nights. This year should be a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll make it out to a lot of them. I'm usually with him when we go out. So hopefully we'll get you guys some footage of him doing some racing and some closed course stuff, of course.
You lying? Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for your typical accountant that comes around to do the books and he pulls up in a twin turbo Camaro, I don't think many other people can say that. So how about we go for a drive? Hello. We're taking a ride in Reza's Camaro, and the AC is not working, so you're gonna have to deal with some of the noise that this car makes, which isn't a bad noise. It's pretty good. So this is its maiden voyage on the highway, our closed course highway, of course.
I like you, man. You lie a lot.
But to start out, we're gonna test it out on Wastegate, and I figured I should bring you guys along for it since you gotta hear this thing. I mean, it just sounds so nasty. So yeah, hang on for the pool.
Ready? All right, quick update on the Evo. We're mostly done. We have a few more wires to finish up. Brett had to take off, but I got him on the phone, so I'm gonna try to wrap everything up. See how it goes. All right, I'm here. What do I do?
Pull the cover off so you can see the wires.
Okay, done.
Okay, on 3, cut the gray wire. 1, 2.
Wait. I don't have dark gray. I got red, green, black.
That's weird. I have light gray, medium gray, dark gray. Man, I forgot. My bad. I'm colorblind.
On a serious note, the Evo is getting wrapped up. Early next week, we'll throw a base map on it. Hopefully get it to idle. We'll see what we can do. We'll see if Dylan works his magic. And then I'm sure you guys were wondering about this. This is Sean's E36 pet project. Sean's had a lot of cars. He's had a lot of cars with us. This one, he said, I'm gonna take an E36. He abused it a little bit on the track, found a failure point of the motor, and decided to LS swap it. Very original. Now he's turned this into a bit of a track monster, as Dylan would call it. It is LS swapped. It's got a lot of goodies under it. I'm gonna save that for the next video, but for now, just know that this thing's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, guys, we made it to the end again. You made it to the end again. 30 minutes of a horrible vlog that leaves you more disappointed with us than your parents have ever been in you. And that's pretty hard to top. But hopefully you enjoy what we showed you guys this week. So to leave things off, we've got our good friend Justin, powder coated by our good friend Justin. We've got Sean over there making a guest appearance. Sean's got a few cars, maybe 6 or 7. And with that, we'll leave you guys till next time. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Please, 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 please just do it. Please. What's that?
Care if I grab a snack out of here?
Go ahead. Not Nismo. I also indeed did not put 4Gs on this Jeep.
That's quite large.
You're holding in the wrong spot. Just looked over at Michael. The disappointment in his face right now.
Respect the pouch. Respect it.